gar nicht mehr, ob ich so lange noch machen möchte. Weil ich gehe mir hier schon die ganze Zeit ein zurecht. Da ist die Statue. Na toll. Irgendwie finde ich die nicht so schön. Wahre Helden von Baldurs Tor.
Ja, du musst es ja sagen, du willst in Unterwäsche dargestellt sein, ne?
Ich glaube, Kaufposition wäre cooler gewesen. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Was hast du? Kratzer, Kratzer, komm her.
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells.
Gut, dass du wieder da bist, wo du hingehörst.
Indeed. And I'm sure Dringo will do a great job. He always took good care of me.
Oh, ich würde sagen, ich rede mal mit Will, oder?
Ja, mach das.
Your tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with Mizora to Will.
Shit. Father's been taken, and Mizora started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
Ich glaube sogar nur, dass sie in der Nacht kommt, so wirklich. Wieso erfüllt nichts Gutes im Schilde? So viel steht fest. Hm.
Hm.
I couldn't even fathom a guess. Though, I doubt we'll need to wait long for answers. We'll have answers soon enough. Let's talk to Mizora. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Ach, weiß er doch gar nichts davon. Ja, genau, mit der 3.
Sora meinte, ihr könntet darüber reden, was zum Paktonames Exil führte. War das nicht schon?
Wo weiß ich gar nicht.
Okay, also dann, wenn man einen Dialog es gibt, cool.
As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move. A religion devoted to conjuring the most evil of goddesses, the dragon Tiamat. At 10 days after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the queen of chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldurs Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Ja, ich glaube, das kennen wir schon.
Ja, ich glaube auch.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mazora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock. I understand.
Ja, das hatten wir jetzt schon.
Ja.
Herzogin Stalemate. Stelmane. Aber das nochmal.
Nee, wüsste jetzt nicht. Sagt mir gerade nichts.
I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
Ach, das war, wo der Imperator seine Vergangenheit erzählt hat.
Muss wohl.
Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Was wollte ich machen? Ich wollte zu Schattenherz. So.
Jahira hat noch was zu
Will ought to
sagen.
know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good. I suppose we didn't. Another life, perhaps. Of course. I thought you'd never ask.
So, ein bisschen Küssen muss auch mal sein.
Schmatz, schmatz.
Ist so. Aber ich glaube, die hat auch nichts zu erzählen, so wirklich mehr.
Was soll ich da hier ansprechen?
Ist ja eigentlich.
Hier,
Achso, ja.
wo der Questmarker ist.
Ich habe gar keine Option bei ihr.
I had no wish to lose Will, but my, it would have been nice to flush her into the colony's flesh pit.
Die hat aber auch einen Akzent, ne? Ich sagen, was in der Zuflucht der Haft geschehen ist. Ach so. Ja, ja.
I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Mince of Rashomon?
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
Ist in alten Zeiten mit euch gereist. Warte mal. Ja, er ist in alten Zeiten mit euch
I
gereist.
sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days. Which is considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
Was ist passiert?
Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Mince charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
Ich glaube, ich wäre auch abgehauen. Es tut mir leid, Jiraiya. Das war eine grausame Entscheidung, die ihr da treffen
The
musstet.
world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
Dann suchen wir ihn.
As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Weißt du, wenn ich am Überlegen bin, wer die Doppelgängerin sein könnte?
Ich wollte jetzt mal mit allen reden und mal gucken, ob irgendwer was Besonderes hat.
Ich hätte jetzt gedacht, das wäre vielleicht das kleine Mädchen.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
Oh. Na, ich glaube, du hast nichts Neues zu erzählen. Helsen.
When I first met you, saving yourself from Ceramorphosis was your greatest wish. And yet now, you've stepped closer to embracing it. I trust your leadership and respect your decisions, but I truly hope this is not something we come to regret.
Ich hoffe es auch, dass ich das nicht bereuen werde. Habt ihr von Thaniel gehört, seit wir weitergezogen sind?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
Hast du schon mit Gail geredet?
Ne, mit Gale noch nicht. Na, aber der hat jetzt auch nichts mehr.
Whatever business Will has with Mizora, it will cost him dearly. Or worse still, it will cost us. I hope we can
Ja, hat jetzt
afford
aber auch
it.
nichts mehr, ne?
Ja.
Einzige, was wir noch machen können, hier. Wir haben nur unser Vampir.
I don't relish the idea of Mizora visiting our camp, let alone offering us anything resembling a
Ja, die kommt zur Nacht.
deal. When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep.
Macht ihr euch Sorgen? Cassidy könnte herausfinden, dass ihr zurück seid.
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
Denk. Wie genau wollt ihr zuschlagen? Er wird nicht alleine sein.
Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him.
Ja, das war's. Pennen gehen?
Ja, ich hole mir erst noch mal das Wasser zu trinken.
Achso. Ja, ich kann ja schon mal auswählen. Ach. Hoppla. Ah! Egal, muss ich eh warten jetzt.
Okay, ich hole mir gleich was zu trinken.
Es tut mir leid. Ich dachte, ich könnte mit Escape das abbrechen. Es ist aber auch ein cooler Auftritt von ihr, muss ich ja sagen.
Sorore surge, testis esto patime.
Hallo?
Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice. Adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
Warum bin ich dran?
Ja, du bist ja dein Charakter. Wahrscheinlich, weil du dich mit Will besser verträgst.
Interessant. Ich erinnere mich nicht, die Schwestern der Gerechtigkeit eingeladen zu haben.
You do not call upon the sisters. They come when the hells demand witness.
Bei
Your
was?
parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Oh, will sie jetzt echt einen neuen
Your
Vertrag
contract,
aufsetzen?
Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
Was genau schlagt ihr vor?
A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldurs Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
Was wird aus Wills Kräften?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
Ich hätte jetzt... Ich würde jetzt das sagen. Dass du da 4...
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Können wir sie töten?
Ich will's packt. Ich bleibe? Ist sie jetzt bei uns im Lager oder was? Tatsache, die hängt jetzt einfach neben Will rum.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
Ihr seid jetzt auf euch gestellt, es ist besser so.
I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven God name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
Ja, vielleicht gibt es ja noch einen Weg, ihn zu retten.
I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
Was ist unser nächster Schritt?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city. From the brain. Go on.
Ich möchte mal mit ihr reden.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
Ihr habt Will vor einen unmöglichen Fall gestellt.
Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldurs Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
Oha. Ihr habt Karlach am Leben gelassen. Wollt ihr nicht ihren Tod? Was ist geschehen?
You are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
Erklärt es mir. Wenn Will nicht euer Hexenmeister ist, warum schenkt ihr ihm weiter Macht? Hä? Hä?
Ah, der hat die Voice-Line übersprungen.
Oh.
Meine Herrin ist manchmal so launisch.
Was könnt ihr mir über die Hölle erzählen?
The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it. The delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
Wenn du dich mit dem Teufel einlässt, verändert der nicht der Teufel. Der Teufel verändert dich. Ah. Das erinnert mich gerade ein bisschen wieder auf Lord of the Weed.
Gottes Willen, das ist auch schon steinalt.
Ja, allerdings. Ihr habt mir nie erzählt, wie die Absolutisten euch erwischt haben.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
Gern geschehen. Wenn ihr bleibt, müsst ihr im Gegenzug auch etwas bieten.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Schattenherz hat noch was zu sagen.
Mhm. Dann rede ich mal mit Schattenherz.
Wir haben alle noch was
Feel
zu
the
sagen.
shadow fell all over me. Still hear her words in
Private
my ear.
Unterhaltung.
I feel
Oh,
unclean.
was wollt ihr dagegen unternehmen?
I want to wash it away. All of it. I have an idea, but I'll need your help.
Natürlich.
Wait until the others are asleep, then come with me. There's a place we can go. Down the coast a little.
Da bin ich gespannt. Hä? Ich kann nicht zuhören. Ah, jetzt geht's.
Sollten wir ausgerechnet in einem baldurischen Zauberladen zuerst suchen?
Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Okay.
Ach komm, einfach weil ich es nochmal kann. Wahrscheinlich hat sie eh nichts zu erzählen.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. I am sure Will knows that.
Na gut, dann hol ich mir jetzt was zu
We would do
trinken.
well to remind him when his days grow dark.
Ich hatte gehofft, dass wir einen anderen Weg finden, ihn von seinem Pakt zu befreien.
Hope. The very hook from which these devils try to hang us. I have no answers. For you or for Will. But if Mizora means to linger with us, I mean to find out if devils do indeed sleep. And just how heavily.
Ich sagte, es gäbe vielleicht einen anderen Weg, Minsk zu finden.
There might be, but it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then.
Ich wollte euch etwas fragen.
Ask it.
Habt ihr schon einmal im Tempel von Baal gekämpft? Würdet ihr es wiederfinden?
You speak of a battle more than a century past. Baal's minions led us through a maze in the Undercity, older than Baldurs Gate itself. We paid little mind to the path ahead, let alone how we might return, or that we would return at all. Still, the Undercity shifts. We might search down there. Or better yet, find a ballast to lead us.
Was könnt ihr mir über die Hafner erzählen?
I've learned not to unpick the legends so many have woven around our name. Seeing the hope die in a romantic's eyes, it is only funny the first few dozen times. Some call the Harpers heroes. Others, petty meddlers who cannot help but stick their nose into every conflict they stumble across. The truth is in there somewhere.
Da bin ich
We try
wieder.
to work towards a common balance. If every other faction finds us equally annoying, that is probably a sign that we are succeeding.
Ich denke, als hätten ihr und die Hafner eine komplizierte Geschichte.
You might say that. I left their service and swore never to return. Multiple times, if I recall. It is easy to get tired of the intrigue. The high
ich brauch
cause is
Schlaf.
shrouded in secrecy.
Ich gehe zu viel. Ich gehe
I
alle
thought I
10
might
Minuten.
find another way to be of use to the world.
Gefühlt.
And for a time I did. But my comrades would use a rather irritating phrase. A harper never leaves the chorus. She simply goes to spread the song. Meaning that whatever cause I turned my hand to, there I would find them. Harpers, stuffed with their own virtue, but always there. Always trying to help. So I returned to the fold. Returned to the city. Eventually they hung a title around my neck. High Harper. And I still do not know how to play one. If I tried to spare Geraldos the same headaches, well, now you know why. And if he is half the Harper I suspect, it won't make a damned bit of difference. But you're staring. Which means the tadpole has finally eaten your brain. Or have I been talking too much? Either way, time to move, no?
Die Leute begreifen doch gewiss, dass die Hafner für Gute kämpfen.
No. No, thank you. Let the wiser members of my order wrinkle their brows over that particular phrase. In all my years fighting for the Harpers, I am still never certain what the greater good means. I've learned to be content with, well, that was not so bad as it might have been.
Etwas anderes reden. Ich glaube, den Rest habe ich schon mal gemacht. Oder?
Yes?
Ja, doch.
Tja.
Was sagt sie denn nochmal?
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients.
Ich traue ihr nicht. Weiß nicht. So, was nehmen wir denn diesmal zu essen? Ich will... So, diesmal besuche ich das mal aus. Ach, da war ja noch was. Ach, möchtest du mitgucken vielleicht?
This will do.
Ja, wenn du
Get in the
lässt.
water.
Ich habe keine schönen Sachen dabei.
Neither did I. Come on then. We've already come this far.
Ihr zuerst.
My feet aren't touching the bottom anymore. It's terrifying. Do people really enjoy this?
Bist du sicher, dass du den Zensurmodus anhast?
Der ist an. Du hast jetzt keine Nippel oder sowas gesehen? Das war verdeckt.
Okay, bei mir nicht.
Dann hast du den Sensormodus nicht an.
Natürlich nicht.
Ja, schön. Ah. Und ich weiß nicht, ob ich den anhaben kann, weißt du? Nee. Ihr könnt euch an mir festhalten, wenn ihr Angst habt.
You know, you didn't need to wait until I was in the water to hold me.
Hä?
Come here.
Ist das wieder schwarzer?
Thank you. I needed that. I needed to know I can face things without Shah. I don't want to go back. Not just yet.
Die Musik dabei.
Hey,
I
jetzt
don't you
kommst
dare stop.
Läuft.
du doch endlich zum Zug, wa?
Ja. Ja, und dann so,
Du musstest ja nur bis zum 3. Akt warten.
ist so.